Hi, I'm Blair, and today I'm here to open your eyes to the truth. The less eyebrows you have in the Splatoon universe, the more power you have. Let me explain. For the purposes of this theory, I will be using the S4 as my main resource. As we all know, at the beginning of the Splatoon manga, the S4 were the strongest characters that had been introduced at the time. As you can see, compared to most of the other main characters in this manga, they have considerably less eyebrows. As quoted by Aloha in the Splatoon manga, Army is the weakest member of the S4, and as you can see, he has the biggest eyebrows out of all of them. He was the first one that Team Blue fought, and by this logic, we can assume that they fought the S4 members from weakest to strongest. I have left this reference image. I have left this reference image to give you a good idea to how big their to how big their eyebrows actually are. The order that the blue team had fought in the S4 was Army, Aloha, Mask, and then Skull. And as you can see, Army has the biggest eyebrows, Aloha has the second biggest eyebrows, almost having none. Mask has the third biggest eyebrows because they are not visible, but I'm sure that he still has them. And Skull has the smallest eyebrows, having no eyebrows at all. And the next parts of this equation would be the X-Blood team, which is one of the newest teams that have been introduced to the Splatoon manga. They have the strongest yet, being at X rank, while all the other teams have been at S or S+. As you can see from this image, two of this team's members, Omega and Vintage, don't even have eyebrows visible at all. They may not even have eyebrows, and that's two of them, while the S4 only has one. The stupid idiot with the blob obbler only has little dots for eyebrows, making it so that she barely has any, much like Aloha. And while Double Oof still has eyebrows, they are pretty well hidden by his glasses. And since we've discussed the Mask thing, where his eyebrows are also hidden, but he's still quite powerful, I think that this theory will still stand. When the S4 met the X-Blood team, it had seemed that Vintage and Skull had already met each other in the past. Vintage had asked Skull, you're still S+? I thought you'd have made it to X rank by now. A fact that a comment like this came from someone as rude and cold as Vintage, it alludes to the fact that Skull has a very high power level and is very, very talented, which adds more water to my theory. Now, when you begin to think about this theory a little bit more in depth, you run into one major problem, which is Emperor and the Monarch team. Until the Monarch team was introduced, the S4 was considered the strongest team in the series. But the Monarch team stole their crown, beating them quickly. You don't really get to see how it happens, but they do. The main problem with the fact that the Monarch team beats the S4 is the fact that the people on that team have very visible eyebrows, and Emperor's eyebrows are a very big part of his character design.
Eyebrows on fleek, the fuck?
But the thing is, the S4 isn't actually a team. The S4 is just a collection of very strong players, while the Monarch team is a team, and they work very hard on creating strategies that are very well put together. They are very cohesive, unlike the S4. The S4 did not have any strategies to actually tackle this, or at least not any that we've been shown before. It doesn't seem like they had a lot of time to prepare, while the Monarch team did. The S4 each has their own teams, so they don't work together very often, they don't seem to get along. So to put it simply, the reason why all the people without eyebrows are stronger in the Splatoon universe is because they don't have the emotional and physical weight of eyebrows holding them down. Thank you.